What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So I'm going to review the 7th studio album and first Christmas album and really second Christmas release overall. He dropped a Christmas EP as well, but the first Christmas full-bound album by Canadian singer Michael Bublé. Basically, this album is called Christmas, and it came out in the fall of 2011. So within these fairs, as far as these pitch album, this is a pretty capital type album within pitch, especially circa like the 2010s type fair pitches like that. It's one of the best-selling albums of the 21st century, one of the best-selling Christmas albums worldwide, pitches like that. This was a large deal in like the early 2010s pitches like that within these ordeals. About a definitely capital type appeal. The promotion cycle of this lasted for 2 Christmases, which is an excellent type fair. It's not every particular Christmas album that gets to those particular type fairs, so it's excellent with the pitch. This is another type one. Within the fair, I'm going to start kicking off some of these Christmas albums just like in 2023 and 2024 pitches like that, so it's within the ordeal as far as these type ones. But yeah, this is a classic here within some of these type fairs. It's a real banner type one. Recommend basically all 15 songs off of here. Now within the pitch, there is a deluxe edition and there is a further deluxe edition. There's been a series of these that have been enhanced with some further type songs, at least 3 on the deluxe in 2012 or fairs like that, and then there's some further type ones, like ones that had that that were enhanced even further in like 2019 and 2021 pitches like that. So it's kind of within the fair. We'll get to those down the road. Maybe not with the 2025 Christmas, but within the ordeal of the future as far as those ordeals can happen. But excellent within pitch, just classic type appeal. I like the selection of songs within this particular release. They had the fair that this one is not shy. I like the It's not to have complaints within other type fairs within the pitch, but this is actually a showy type album within the pitch, traditional to like Michael Bublé's more traditional kind of blue-eyed soul pitches like that. So it's kind of the ordeal as far as saying it has like the certain spark where this is kind of it has these holiday spices. There are some makeshift songs on here, but it has a good sense of like if you do have some active type fair where there's going to be some gathering kind of commonplace pitches like that within the ordeal. I like the aspect of like a starry kind of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, some of those type of ordeals. There are some ones on here within the pitch as far as those formats going to go. So it has that particular aspect. It's kind of busied pitches like that. It has the ordeal, like the commonplace kind of about it. There are some homebound type ones as well, particularly like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas and I'll Be Home for Christmas, some of these type ones, but within the pitch as far as saying it packs to the gills within like the concept of picking at least 15 songs in the standard edition. There's further type ones that were released later that have even further type fair, I would guess. I'd have to probably guess within the pitch as far as saying those are pretty wicked as well. But within the pitch, just the packaging of this is real severe within the aspect of making like a real thrilling type Christmas within the ordeal. Just like some showiness, pretty much appreciating like a pretty good whopping kind of thorough sense of wows for, probably from at least late October to probably, into January, pitches like that and further, I'd say, within the winter. So it's just some good type fare. In a lot of senses, these Christmas type albums within certain type facets, even though a lot of these do have to do more with like the Christmas holiday, they do work pretty well for like winter type fare. On top of that, just the pitch, like the leftover kind of spill type vibes within the pitch, just appreciating like January, February as well. But it's within the pitch. It says like a certain kind of frosty, it just has like a certain frosty kind of holiday bite about it, but it's good type fare. It just feels like it goes, the particular packaging about it just feels less only oriented to like, pretty much like the 20-25 days of December having to deal with Christmas pitches like that. It just feels a little bit more girthy, but it's good aspects for us. These fairs going to have. It's a good type pitch. There were a number of singles. Michael Bublé puts at least one new song on here, pitches like that, which is good type ordeals, but he does just some good type aspects of having like there's good aspects about these particular songs that were chosen within the pitch behind it. He did choose a Mariah Carey song within those pitches, which around this time in 2011 within the fairs, it's only been within like seemingly like the past recent while that All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey really started to catch on his full bound. That was kind of within the aspect, that particular song by Mariah Carey's at least as far back as like 93, 94 pitches like that. It was kind of ordeal that particular song is becoming like a recent era kind of Christmas Carol kind of staple pitches like that, but it's kind of the fair as far as saying it's a good aspect that he did a cover song with that, transformed it into like a makeshift type song, good pitches like that. There's some other type ones on here, we'll get towards it, but yeah, there were 6 singles off this product. The lead single was All I Want for Christmas Is You. Now a couple of these, particularly like at least All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. A couple of these were like top 15 singles on the Billboard 100, so there were some fairs that like the appeal, like I said, this album sold quite a bit within the fair, just being one of the more notable Christmas albums, at least like the past 15, 18, 20 years, pitches like that. But it's kind of ordeal as far as saying at least a couple of these type of songs charted pretty excellently within the pitch. Now, it's not within the fair. The album, like the holiday charts, just did excellent within the appeals. It more makes me question like the chart appeal of how Cold December Night, the original song, went. Cold December Night, the original song kind of went. So I'm going to look that up before getting to the single, just to be able to say. It's actually within the appeal that All I Want for Christmas Is You is a particular song that hit number 99 in the actual Billboard 100, but it hit number 13 on the holiday charts, so pitches like that. But I look after it, still a good series. I'm not sure it's full bound. It didn't appear like Cold December Night charted as full bound, but still a nice pitch. So I look after it. But All I Want for Christmas Is You is like a chummy, kind of half beleaguered, kind of weekday push to kind of get to some holiday traffic, and it's like some good holiday traffic fun as far as these pros can go. So just within the pitch, it's more traditional, kind of just weekday, kind of it's kind of gray outside, kind of gusty, typical kind of just brush like the fair, just something between like a cold kind of, it's between like a cold kind of brunch hours and just day type traffic pitches like that within those ordeals. So it's just the aspect, but it's not so much full bound slummish, but it's just kind of the pitch. It just like kind of the traditional. This feels a lot more workaday and straightforward within the aspect one, but it's a good nice fair as far as this pitch can have an excellent within the pitch. Just within the aspect, it's kind of within the pitch as far as just a good recent hit from like holiday type fair as far as this pitch can have. It's kind of within the aspect, just within the aspect of paying attention to like the particular radio that you would pick up on like a rhythmic radio station. It's kind of haphazard picking up some of these. It's actually kind of been like a kind of uncommon place within certain type formats of picking up kind of more holiday themed type songs than like rhythmic as far as what's supposed to happen. It's just kind of within the pitch with some good type fairs that have like the relative bite about it. Probably the more likely one that you're going to hear is it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. But I look after Christmas Baby, Please Come Home is nice as well. It's like a nice this particular song's like a nice holiday sparkle and glamour to kind of get this local strut, I'd say, here, and just some city hopping. So yeah, just kind of out in the city lights and holiday air as far as these pitches can happen. Now, more or less within the product about it, it kind of has, there's probably more gift shopping within the season of it, pitches like that, but also just the product of this traditional kind of, just out in the traffic, just more or less just romps and things like that, just in more November type fare, more amidst like the typical kind of holiday cheer. So just that has that particular glamour, more or less just a snack run song, or just to miss the pitch like erranding pitches like that, but just to miss like the bustle of it, just good spice of just having like some glee factor, good type fare. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's a nice one. This is the most popular song according to Spotify. This has over 1 billion plays on Spotify, pitches like that. Like I said, it's the top 15, top 13 singles, some of those type fares. It's like a dope, basic, toasty, and day retire to kind of get here within the aspect. Just some good, it's like some good day retire sludge, I'd say, within the tone behind it. Just good for like some eggnogs, fares like that within those tones. A little bit more homebound within the pitch of like the fare behind it. Is more traditional within the aspect of like some of those holiday slog type songs where there would be like a healthy helping of snow or something like that that kind of makes the traffic more or less likely to go out, pitches like that. Just appreciating like the indoor type fare, whether or not basketball or some good holiday televisions on, pitches like that, just to catch within the fairs. Just more centric to lace around, pitches like that, holiday movies, some of those type pitches, I'd say, within the aspect of good type fare. Just traditional type one, real toasty, just easy kind of cocoa coffee type music, some of those type fare, Starbucks fare, looking after it. Now Jingle Bells was kind of the fourth single. This was combined with this, beginning to look a lot like Christmas. There's a good type glam factor about it. It's a good good type staple. It's like a grand throwback and starry kind of city glam to get just a taste of like a Broadway kind of traditional pop type tune. This feels pretty much ripped out of like the early, the 60s, just more type days. Feels like something Frank Sinatra and folks like that would have done 50, 70 years ago from the 2020s, pitches like that, good fares like that, just within the fair, but excellent pitch. It's good for some outs. More Tony Bennett type folks, pitches like that within some stuff, ordeals, excellent type pitches for that. White Christmas is the fourth single. This is a duet with Shania Twain. Good pitches like that. It's like a wild kind of makeshift in-between commerce to kind of get here. Pretty similar to like All I Want for Christmas Is You, but just a little bit more ruffled, kind of Bad Hair Day type fare, at least in personal life type fares. Like some good stock kind of holiday melodrama, I'd say. Just good for like a Starbucks run, just to miss like the bustle of it as far as those folks can go. Just within the pitch. Good caught up type song pitches like that, just within the fair. Traditional kind of busy holiday season pitches like that, just from the ordeal, just kind of with the makeshift kind of spiced in within the pitch, just traditional kind of traffic. Good combo of a song here within those fairs. Cold December Night, the new song by Michael Bublé, is nice on here as well. It's too bad this particular song didn't have like the appeal, like the complete chart glam. It seemed like it was popular enough within the pitch, but it's just kind of be some good nice fairs, catch like some new Christmas jingles on the radio, pitch like that. Seems kind of underappreciated within the relative type fare nowadays, but Cold December Nights, like a bristly and blurry kind of routine, kind of wintry get around, I'd say, within pitches like that. Just pick up like some puppy chow, some of those type fares, good sweet treats, things like that within the ordeals. But it's kind of a chat type song, just within the neighborhood type fair. So just kind of a little bit more sociable within the pitch. Just kind of going through the jaunts of the neighborhood, but not so much a disc kind of being like shadowy and things like that. More of just the pitch of having like a combo or just the extra type fair, or just getting like some good holiday primers and just tip offs as far as those pitches can happen. Just actually the local kind of get along with some chats fair type pitches like that. Say within the pitch, so this good type product just out in the December wind, November wind pitches like that. Cold December Night's another one that feels lackadaisical within a holiday bite type sense within pitches like that. It's kind of within the fair. I would probably say All I Want for Christmas is used as more traditional kind of Monday, Tuesday type commerce within traffic, like the day-to-day within the fair, but Cold December Night's more miss the pitch. I like the particular fair, just like this routine kind of John's, just extracurricular type stuff, less kind of work shift type bound, more within the pitch of just like the time waste and utility runs that kind of go with like the extra type stuff along with it. But a lot of these are just particularly just weekday type fare, at least in the singles type form. A good assortment of these, particularly White Christmas, Cold December Night, All I Want for Christmas is use some of these type pitches within it. It has good spice, a light particular day activity pitches like that. But yeah, I recommend all 15 songs within pitches like that. The only song I wasn't able to listen to is just Michael's Christmas Greeting, which is only like a 5-second pitch of a song within pitches like that. For some reason, it's not on Spotify within those fairs. But other than that, I recommend all 15 songs. So 10 out of 10 album. Just go down the list with some of these. These are mostly just like the original type songs, just with like the social bite about some of these. So this, like Blue Christmas is a nice one. It's like a dope stock kind of lounge and gentleman night on the town, I'd say, within the products of it here. Just a showy kind of date night and fineries as far as those pros go. So just fineries for the bays, bells type fair pitch like that. Just the aspect of kind of a little bit more or less kind of like having a like relative kind of having some sippage in your system, a little bit more social compared to some of these type ones, but just kind of missed the pitch, like a starry type aspect within the tone of just like the embrace of just not kind of being shy and kind of more shy and frugal as far as this first but just actually the product is spreading out a little bit within good type fairs, excellent type pitch for that. Mostly Blue Christmas might be an Elvis song, something like that, not as full buncher, but something within those pitches, excellent type fair. Ave Maria is nice as well. It's like a quality, tranquil kind of holiday bite to get. Just a neighborhood kind of, it's like a good neighborhood kind of bare and serene kind of passage just to have just good, nice one to grab Funyuns pitches like that. So this is kind of missed like a walk home or just like the relative kind of residential kind of traverse, just typical kind of runs, something of that nature, just maybe paying a quick bill, something like that, just out in the fair, but just kind of a quiet type one, just appreciating like the snowfall and the winter and holiday lights, pitches like that, as far as those ordeals can happen. Good type pitch. There are a couple Espanol songs on here, which is excellent type pitch within these formats. Thalia's on a song within some of these type fairs. She's a good, excellent type starlet to get within these aspects. I do like the pitch of having Miss Deseos and Feliz Navidad and Ave Maria are excellent songs on here as well, excellent type flair. I'll Be Home for Christmas is nice within these pitches as well as like a traditional kind of Xmas kind of busied series of wilds kind of get within these aspects. It's kind of product like some of those type fairs. This is more within the aspect of probably a song that probably 20 years before this album came out probably would have been a more reasonable or just more probably would have been a more traditional type sense for like a single within those fairs. It's kind of product of routine kind of stock Christmas type song that you hear within pitch like that. It's kind of windings down a few within the pitch behind it. It's just good for like a busy series of wilds within pitches like that. It's kind of the product like that traditional kind of makeshift just fairs about it. And this, yeah, like I was saying, this is like some windings down a few. So it's just the pitch as far as saying is the product of just having like the stock kind of having a series of days. They're not going to be quite as cycled and pitches like that. Just miss like the ravenousness. It's probably within the fair. These traditional type ones feel more of like the aspect of like the kind of cool off type moments as it starts to get to like December 20th, December 22nd. Some of these type fairs having like a series of days where it doesn't have to be as ferocious, at least hopefully within those aspects. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Another nice one on here is like a quality evening bleed to get and pleasant kind of coffee / eggnogs, fairs like that within those fairs. So this particular one, pretty similar to like it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Some of these type ones, it's more Miss the Fair, just more pleasant type ones, pitched like that within the aspect. Not too many other type spice about these particular ones. It's like the same song it particularly was. Not to say like a problem with that, but it's just like it was in like the 60s, 70s pitches like that. So it's good type fare, just like a cozy kind of fireplace type fit. Some of those type fares, just more holiday television bound pitches like that. Santa Baby was an interesting type fit on here. Usually this is a song sung by female type fare, but it's a nice type appeal about this. Michael Bublé pulls this off pretty well within the pitch behind it. It's like a nice male foiled, like some routine kind of pining, I'd say, within the aspects of it here. Kind of song for What Up With Bae, pitch like that. Just seeing the product of usually within this particular fair is the aspect of having to come through for the holidays, pitch like that. Kind of seeing it from the other side of view as far as what Bae is going to do, pitch like that. Sunny side fairs, good aspect, kind of have that tone. Just a good ass dad, probably say within these pitches about it. Definitely say within the homebound type fit, just a good smoke trip to kind of have here, just within the product, just with an aspect, depending upon the tones of what the going, depending upon how the goings down kind of happens, just a good aspect. Be all not having to do a bunch of things, not having the aspects behind like the fair, just consistent kind of, struggle and overall type of just grief and argument pitches like that, but just, pretty much good smoke trips. Some of these type fairs, having the goodies, extra fairs like that, just from that particular perspective, good type appeal. Good aspect within that. Holly Jolly Christmas is a nice one. It's like a miss like the shopping rush kind of pitches like that. Pretty similar to like Christmas Baby, Please Come Home. It's like some routine kind of frost and push kind of get just caught up within the midst of it. The holiday fog pitches like that in the holiday rush, but kind of glad about it with the same tones about it. Good, nice holiday bite about that particular song, Holly Jolly Christmas. Good type fair, successful. Definite banger. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is a nice one as well. It's like a nice pajama cat and city glam to kind of get within the products of it here. Just some good lounging kind of have. Just social kind of Coors Light. Some of these type ones. Social kind of Coors to kind of drink up. Pitch like that within the fair alike. Then the fair like the courtesy of it. Pitch like that with an aspect of just it kind of being integrated. Pitch like that. But also good to have like some funnel cakes. Some of those type holiday foods just with the pitch like some good glam and kind of socialize about it. Good type continuing factor. But yeah, definitely... Say kind of like a golden eyes type one, just within the pitch. Just some good type fairs to be able to have like the spice of this active kind of November, December, so just to miss the pitch where you're gonna have like the fair just like some turn up within a healthy type sense involved within some of those pitches, just within. I mean, it would be a healthy type sense, but the enjoyment would be there as well. So it's good pitches like that. Not to say that the healthy wouldn't be enjoyable, but just some of those type fairs. So I look after it with kind of the product. I'm trying to think of some other type ones that I haven't talked about on here. Particularly, I don't think I talked about Silent Night. Silent Night's a nice one. It's like a good showing, bliss, kind of serene, kind of winter frolic to get. Just parkside and local kind of time waste. I'd say about this one. So just within the fair. Another nice one that's pretty similar to like Ave Maria. Someone like Ave Maria pitch like that is good for like letting the snow fall. Some of these type pitches, just like the traditional kind of neighborhood traffic, just a good relative kind of holiday. Just appreciate like the cold type fair and parkside type fair. Just good, pleasant, and tranquil kind of holiday time waste as far as those fairs gonna happen. Just within the aspect, just within the tones. Just cozy type winter fun pitches like that. It's a good, nice one. I'd look after it within the fairs. I think one of the last ones I haven't talked about on here is Mis Deseos / Feliz Navidad pitches like that. It's like a grand date night and good rhythmic kind of homebound spice to kind of get here. Just some dining fun as far as these fairs going to go. So this feels more local within the pitch, but just some spice to just kind of having the aspect of like just the good tradition of like even if it's not going out and being out on the winter towns pitches like that, appreciating like the city lights and the holiday lights pitches like that. It's kind of ordeal having a rom-com on some of these type pitches of just getting it's basic more homebound kind of 401 and just homebound kind of domain type spices within the pitch. It's more within the hosting type fair, just taking a different approach as far as instead of going out on the town, kind of more just around the neighborhood pitches like that to kind of keep up with things as far as those fairs can go. So good type pitch. I think that basically takes care of it as far as these fairs can go. So yeah, classic album pitches like that. I will eventually review the deluxe edition. Just looking within the fair, but I look after here. The social score, I'm going to go ahead and give it 10 out of 10. This is the appeal behind some of these. A lot of these, basically all this whole album has over 100 million plays on Spotify. So all 15 of these, a couple of which have over 200, 300 million plays, pitches like that. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, has over 1 billion plays, so definitely a capital type album. Definitely one of the more noteworthy type ones from, like I was saying, the past 15, 18 years, pitches like that within those ordeals about it, kind of within the pitch about it. It's nowadays like kind of like a new era and 21st century classic as far as those fairs can have, especially within the holiday fair type pitch. It's a good product. But to say just within the social score, I don't know if I was talking about the social score just there, but within the pitch, the social score just within the product, I do like some of these out on the town type ones as a good taste, a makeshift type fair within the weekday type push, like the good gray outside and kind of gusty type fair within the pitch. It just like more lackadaisical, straightforward, just even blue collar, and since it's just missed the aspect of like the day fair, so it's kind of the pitch as far as saying has that particular fair in the singles. Good product like some of these holiday tradition type ones. It does have a starry side within the pitch, like some glam nights, some gentlemen's nights out, get some martinis in your system. Some of that fair is traditional like the 60s fairs like that. A few good holiday rush type songs, some parkside type songs pitched like that, and even a couple homebound type ones, and like some good snack run type songs also to pick up some things like Funyuns pitches like that. Yeah, just looking after within the aspects behind some of these, there's plenty of these type ones within the pitch. The eggnog and toasty kind of homebound type moments, a few rhythmic spices on here, some series of step outs, just appreciating like the fair like traditional kind of outing and just appreciating the lights, some good lounge and socialized pitches like that. Dismiss the stars out in the town, kind of goes between the tones of that. Some makeshift type ones. It has the pitch as far as these fairs going to happen. So basically nails it. So in terms of the future, like Michael Bublé does have some further type projects within the pitch. There is at least another Christmas album I'm going to get to pitches like that, including the deluxe edition, the additional songs of this project, and there's also a Christmas EP that came out in 2003 as well. So some good pitches like that within these aspects. Excellent typer. He has further albums. This was his 7th album, pitches like that, and he does have some albums released throughout the 2010s from what I remember, pitches like that. So some good. He does at least have some albums up to like the early 2020s, pitches like that within those ordeals. So excellent type pitch, holiday classic, 2010s classic, pitches like that, Sunny Sub ordeals. This is easy kind of holiday staple and easy kind of banner type album.